Bring back rock.
Hey everybody, it's Dean. Welcome to Bring Back Rock. Now my next two videos I plan on doing are my underrated albums from 1987 and your viewer underrated albums from 1986. Not sure which order I'm going to do those in, but today's band comes via viewer suggestion. It's a band that I missed back in the day, and they're one of the, and I appreciate you telling me about them because I listened to the album a few times, really liked it, so thank you very much. If you've been a fan about this band since, back in the day, you probably know more than I was able to find out. They're one of those bands that just does not have a lot out there about them. I actually have two bands like this kind of loaded up, ready to go. One's an American band, and this one is a Canadian band. I figured since I've already done 3 Canadian bands in a row, let's make it 4, and then I'm going to cut the Canadian bands off for a little while, even though there's quite a few out there still to talk about. So, viewer suggested band. Appreciate you guys watching this. I appreciate the suggestions, and let's talk about Dagger. One more thing I forgot to mention. I just found something out just before I recorded this, so I'm going to tell you about that at the end of the video after the music samples. So, all right, let's get to it. This is Dagger. All right, so here is another band that simply did not have a lot of info out there on them, so I'm giving you what I got. Dagger, another Canadian band, comes via viewer suggestion. They were formed in 1982 as Hell's Dagger. Hell's Dagger recorded a demo called Metal Rebels in 1983, drawing comparisons to Judas Priest, early Def Leppard, and Savatage. In 1984, Hell's Dagger shortened their name to simply Dagger. They contributed the song Give 'Em What They Want to the Moose Molten Metal compilation in 1985. This led to their signing on Attic Records, who we just talked about in my Lee Aaron video. Dagger was put on Attic's heavy metal imprint Viper Records. Dagger released their debut and only album in 1985. The lineup was Frank Ross on vocals and guitar, Danny Clout on bass, Gil Heineman on drums, and Sid Brophy on guitar. At some point in 1985, it looks like Dennis Dingo Mayo or Leduc. He's gone by 2 names. Mayo, M-A-I-O, Leduc, L-E-D-U-C. He replaced Gil on drums. All I could find post-Dagger is singer Frank Ross headed to the U.S. to manage a recording studio owned by his family in Atlanta, Georgia, and played in various cover and tribute bands, including a Journey tribute where he played guitar as Neil Schon. That's all I got on Dagger, unfortunately. So, here's some music samples, and I will catch up with you again at the end of the video. right, so that's a little bit about Canada's Dagger. Where can you find them? On the streaming services. Here's one of the things I wanted to point out to you. There are a number of bands called Dagger on the streaming services, but you saw the picture of the album, you know the name of the album, you know what that cover looks like, so that's the one you want to look for when you're streaming. Also, if you want to buy this record, there's something else I found out. It's quite expensive, very expensive as a matter of fact. Sometimes I've seen it over $100, sometimes I've seen them, in the $40, $50 range, but then they have like huge shipping costs. But what I found out was this was also released in 2009 on a label called Unidisc. What I found out about them, they're a Canadian label, independent label that specializes in re-releasing Canadian artists from like the 60s to the 80s. So in 2009, they re-released this record. If you find that one, I've seen a couple copies out there, and they're both around the $20 to $25 range. So if you find that version, you can get it a little bit cheaper. All right, so that was Dagger. I appreciate everybody listening, and I will catch up with you guys on the next episode.